with the first coming in Treuville at the 97-kilometre mark, the traditional starter of the day's hostilities. The renowned Trouet d'Arenberg, 2.4 kilometres long, comes after 161 kilometres in the saddle and already allows a first race hierarchy to be established. It's obviously too far from the finish for the favourites to fully show themselves, but it's a perfect point at which to launch attacking strategies with a luxury team member. Riders are slowly whittled away with each crossing of a cobbled sector, and when we reach 20 kilometres from the finish, there still remain the fearsome Canfin-Pével and Carrefour de l'Arbre, two of the most difficult sectors that often prove to be decisive, and for which riders must have kept some energy in reserve despite their exertions. Finally, if several contenders for victory still remain, it will have to be decided on a sprint in the Roubaix Velodrome, as is the case since 1943.
Things are heating up in front! The pack is increasing its work rate. Some teams can't be happy with the breakaway. The pack's deficit is being cut back. Oh, the riders really have no luck with today's weather. The breakaway is not to everybody's liking. The peloton has significantly increased its speed.
Lichtard has fallen.
A fall just took place in the pack. Several riders are on the ground. They really are moving. The pack can't get strung out too far, or it's going to start breaking up. A rider just withdrew. Another race will now begin as we're getting close to Troisville, the first cobbled section. Yet another flat tire. It seems to be catching. The riders have to have their wits about them on this dangerous section. You never know what's going to happen on cobblestones. Apparently, there's another puncture. The riders really should pay more attention to their choice of tires. A rider is down, and he's not going to be able to carry on. Let's hope it doesn't jeopardize the rest of his season. It looks like the pack has bitten the dust collectively, but the riders would seem to be okay to carry on. The group is slowly thinning out due to such a frantic pace. Somebody's come a cropper in the pack. Thank goodness everyone else escaped unhurt. We're halfway to the finish line. The team leaders should be coming more and more to the fore. The riders really have to be vigilant on this cobbled section. The vibrations really take it out of you. There's another rider with a puncture. The sides of the road are not a tire's best friend. There's a sustained rhythm at the moment. Some riders definitely won't be able to keep up. There's a mass crash in the pack, but it doesn't look too serious. That's another rider with a flat tire. The road is really treacherous. I think I saw a few riders on the ground. There's a report over the radio of a rider coming off his bike. But apparently, he's back in the saddle. We're hearing over the radio that a rider has given up. Another flat tire. Some team managers mustn't appreciate the fact that there is a breakaway, given that the pack has increased its speed. Some riders try to use the verge to avoid the cobbles, but it's at the risk of getting a flat tire. There's another rider with a puncture. The sides of the road are not a tire's best friend. That's another rider with a flat tire. The road is really treacherous. A rider has just fallen. Oh, the list of those left behind goes on rising. Apparently, there's another puncture. The riders really should pay more attention to their choice of tires. A rider has fallen, and he's not getting back up. It looks like he'll have to abandon the race. A group of riders has come a cropper, but they all look ready to set off again. This is the last third of the race. The team leaders have their minds fixed on today's goal. That's more than 2 minutes separating them. A couple of teams have set themselves up as pacemakers for the pack. They obviously don't have anybody in the breakaway group. Yet another flat tire. It seems to be catching. Fall in the pack. Apparently, the leader is on the ground. Oh my, that's a spectacular fall. He's just pulled off his race number. That's it for him. Another flat tire. Falling behind! A team leader is falling behind! And here are the dreaded cobblestones. I know several riders who would prefer to be at home in front of the telly. A rider is down! Several riders are on the ground, but it doesn't look too serious. One of the motorcyclists says that a rider is down. Apparently, he didn't interfere with the race. Apparently, there's another puncture. The riders really should pay more attention to their choice of tires. He crashed off, and he's not getting up. Oh, I hope it isn't too serious. There's reports of a group of riders taking a tumble, but apparently, they all managed to set off again. Somebody says that a rider is down. That's another rider with a flat tire. The road is really treacherous. Riders run enormous risk of injury on cobbled sections, but as the saying goes, it's the historic races that make the rider and not the other way around. Oh my! I can see a rider on the tarmac! Thank goodness he looks fit to get back in the race. What's going on? Several riders are flat on the ground. Certainly some sort of incident. It's an attack! Yet another flat tire. It seems to be catching. That's a group nosedive. But as often happens, they're all getting back in the saddle. Watch out, a team leader is falling behind. Another flat tire. Holy cow, that was a fall. There's another rider with a puncture. The sides of the road are not a tire's best friend. A rider is down. We've just learned of a fall. Let's hope that all riders will get up quickly. Bikes are severely put to the test on cobbled sections, so special frames were developed. They offer more flexibility and are better at absorbing vibrations. This takes a lot of strain off the rider's forearms. One of the back markers has given up. Apparently, there's another puncture. The riders really should pay more attention to their choice of tires. Uh-oh, a leader has fallen. We can only hope that it doesn't have any impact on the outcome of the race. That's another rider with a flat tire. The road is really treacherous. There's a report over the radio of a rider coming off his bike. But apparently, he's back in the saddle. Yet another flat tire. It seems to be catching. Some cobbled sections are very narrow, so it's important to be well positioned to avoid falls or breaks in the peloton. There's another rider with a puncture. The sides of the road are not a tire's best friend. A rider is down.
And Marco goes onto the attack.
Another flat tire. There are two schools of thought on riding cobbled sections. Some will try to stay in the middle, while others will take to the sides, practically on the grass. Somebody says that a rider is down. Another flat tire. That looks like a really bad fall. It's a shame, but he's not going any further.
Alexander Kristoff has fallen.
Only 15 kilometers left. There's now just 10 kilometers left. Yet another flat tire. It seems to be catching. Five kilometers to the finish line. Apparently, there's another puncture. The riders really should pay more attention to their choice of tires. There we go. The sprint is on. The riders are setting themselves up. Great stuff! Teamwork really paid off, and their sprinter brings home the bacon. One of the motorcyclists says that a rider is down. Apparently, he didn't interfere with the race. The riders bringing up their rear have made it through sheer willpower. This stage was a real strength sapper. There's another rider with a puncture. The sides of the road are not a tire's best friend. We've selected the following highlights for you.